Hey guys, still here and welcome back to ICBM. This is the game about nuclear war and I'm going to start a single player playthrough of the game. This one is going to be in slightly shorter videos. I'm going to aim for 30 minutes and this way I'll have an episode out every day and hopefully be done before the Steam Game Festival begins, which will be on October 7th, and that's when you can try the game for free. Now this is a preview demo version, which means that there might be bugs, there might be things that change relative to the actual full version of the game. But that's alright, we'll just make do with the game as is. So I'm going to start, and this is a bit weird, a new multiplayer game. Because the new game functionality is not yet there. The only way to play is through multiplayer. And I'm going to be focusing on an air strategy this time around. I'm going to be launching my aircraft from North America. Now let's redistribute the points, making sure that I get the advantages for aircraft early on. I'm not going to go with an aircraft carrier so much, but I do want, and this is an expensive tech, I want improved aircraft, advanced aircraft. This is going to improve my fighters, my bombers, and my attack bombers. And the attack bombers are launched from carriers, but I probably won't be using those too much. Now, I can also use advanced air-to-air missiles, increases the range and accuracy of air-to-air missiles, but that's not quite what I want. I want to try and get 2 air bases, but with a budget of 500, that's not quite possible. I want to buff everything on the aircraft part to try and get a sort of aerial dominance. This is ship-to-ship missiles. That's not really what I'm looking for. Let's go with the advanced air-to-air missiles. And that leaves me with 97 points. I could get quite a few megaton bombs of that. Or actually, no, just the 3. Because you are limited to having 3 of those at the start of the match. And then I'll have a couple of radar sites to make sure that I can cover the continental US. Leaves me a few points, and that's going to go into nuclear bombs. The difference between the nuclear bombs and the megaton bombs is that these are very good at destroying cities. These are very good at destroying military facilities. Right, everything else is going to be filled up by the AI. I'm going to try and form an alliance with South America to make sure that I have the southern end covered. And, well, let's go. Start, assign AI players. Here we go. Alright, here we are. Welcome to the world, where currently we have all the cities alive, most of the population is doing quite well, and that is all about to change. I'm going to set up my diplomacy, and I want South America to join my faction, or rather, the other way around. I have requested to join the Yellow Alliance, because you join their faction instead of inviting. Formed. There we go. They've accepted. I want to share radar information and research. They are agreeing with the research. It looks like they're not too happy about sharing radar information yet. No, rejected. So they don't want to share radar with me, but research is valuable. Right. Let's set up the radar sites, making sure that I have the continental US covered. I'm going to set these things up, over here. I don't need to cover my southern end that much, although, of course, these allies, they can stab you in the back. Right, and then my airbase. It covers a fairly decent portion of the map. I'm going to try and hit Europe early. And that would mean that, hold on, let's switch to globe view. Because I can fly over the northern end, just fly over the North Pole. So if I put my airbase over there, I can hit quite a lot of Russia. And not just that, I can hit the entirety of Europe. So we're going to put it right there. Very, very high north, and with it, I already get a couple of bombers and fighters. Now, research-wise, we're going to go directly for the AWACS aircraft. These are flying radar dishes. They allow you a lot of information. And that's going to be required, because they'll be the eyes in the sky. They'll be the spotters. And with the spotters up, I can then target the cities, or actually, no, not the cities, but the strategical assets more easily. We're going to deliver a first strike with a couple of the megaton bombs. As you can see by the 128, London is very valuable. Paris, not that much, because there's 2.1 million people living here, as opposed to 7.42 million here. Berlin, 3.4. Yeah, London is by far the most valuable city. I'm going to send all 3 bombers towards that target. Alright, no production. What sort of production would be useful? I'd say another airbase. Let's go. Alright, speed it up to ×2. I wouldn't be surprised at all. There we go. If the AI is also going to go and form alliance. Yeah, we got Europe and East Asia together, Russia and Africa, and the Pacific and West Asia. Not a bad alliance for them. Here come the Lancers. Hoping not to get shot down. Oh, they want to share the position of nuclear assets. Haha, no. You don't get to know where my nuclear assets are or are not. South America, I just don't trust you enough. I still want your radar information though. Oh, there we go. No, they like me enough. I don't know exactly why, but I'll take it. Bombers are not getting intercepted. There we go. Now we're detecting incoming fighters from Northern Europe. Oh, sorry, from Europe. But these are fast bombers. Now, London has been hit 3 times. And I have already caused about 4.1 million dead in Europe. Causing Europe to go negative on points and myself to go almost to 200. Now this means that I've expended my arsenal of nuclear weapons. I don't have any more megaton bombs to hit cities with. But what I do have are my, let's say, my more tactical oriented bombs. And with those I can hit assets if I know where they are. And currently I do not. So that's why I'm going to go at 4 times speed. I'm going to try and get AWACS early. Fly an AWACS somewhere here over Iceland and then start spotting stuff in Europe. So I can put that part of the map, or at least remove, shall we say, their tactical assets in the form of airports. My other airbase is coming up in 4 minutes. Let's set an air patrol. And what you can see over here is a small icon with a red ammunition thing. It's the 3 eyes that says these bombers don't have any ammunition. I can still arm them with the standard bombs, which are not very effective generally. Nuclear is usually the way to go. Alright, production's almost done. I'm going to go with yet another airbase. There we go. The airbase is complete. Now, I want to be able to hit Asia, but I'm not sure... Oh yeah, this is quite nice. A base west of Anchorage is going to allow me to hit both Pacific, West Asia, and once again, Russia. And I also happen to have a friendly carrier group off of my eastern coast. Alright, AWACS is almost complete. Very nice. The AWACS planes can depart from any airbase, and you automatically get a few. Next up, stealth aircraft. That's going to be the next research project. Complete. Alright, so now I have AWACS. These big boys can just fly over to here. And this one can fly over to here. And they will provide me with a lot more radar information. Let's turn that on. This is the radar coverage that I now have. And I can already see an airbase from Russia. So that thing has to go. We're going to send a nuclear strike to that, and I'll send a couple of fighters to go with, making sure that the bomber, hopefully, does not get intercepted. There we go, we've shot down their fighters. Now the bomber can move in. And the airfield is gone. The bomber survived, and I think I took out most, if not all, of their air assets. So this should hopefully keep this shoreline a bit safer. Now, I do want to have this on an air patrol. Oh, I did lose 2 fighters because of that. Let's have a couple of fighters just scout out around this area. No, we're fine. Alright, back to 4 times speed. How are we doing with the rest of the points? Nobody's attacked anybody yet. Well, except for myself, of course. Oh, hello. I found a European carrier group. That is not necessarily good news, because this carrier group, and especially the destroyers, can prove to be quite lethal against my aircraft. Oh, and a radar site. Hello. I just so happen to have my bombers ready. I can take out that site. And I can... Yeah, I can just about make it to here with my fighters. If I go anywhere here, it's point of no return, so they'll run out of fuel and die before they get home. Slow it down a little. They can probably see the aircraft, but they can't do anything about it. There we go. I've blinded them again. The AWACS is getting a bit too close for comfort. Ah, there's another radar site. I want you to hit that one. And I really want to find that airbase. I know they have one. That's a Russian airbase. That's not quite what I was expecting to find. There we go. Blinded. Another radar site. At some point, these guys are going to run out of fuel. But... oh, never mind. They can hit... good lord, they can hit a lot. I want to hit the radar site, not the airfield, because the airfield will shoot back and the radar site will not. By knocking out Europe's radars, I'm also trying to get an easier attack for Russia. The problem, however, is that my fighters cannot get to anywhere near this position, so they won't be able to assist. The AWACS is heading home because it's out of range. It is out of fuel. There we go. Radars are destroyed. I am getting sort of intercepted, but not quite. AWACS refueled, going back out. Now, once I have the stealth aircraft, I also want to be able to target ships. So I'm going to launch research, or the next research after the stealth aircraft, into anti-ship missiles. There's the Russian airbase again. SAM site.
Production complete.
Okay, airbase complete. I do trust my southern neighbor, but not that much. So I'm going to set up an airbase here, allow air patrol, and set up an AWACS. Let's say just over their position. Or actually, no, a bit further east, because there is the potential for Africa to launch a strike. It's not terribly likely, but I wouldn't put it past them. Now let's spawn a few more fighters in, get a few bombers on reserve, and then get a couple of megaton bombs. Those are going to take a while, though. Let's see. Is there anything... oh, hello. There's the carrier group. I don't like that one bit. I'm going to have to speed up the research, making sure that I get the ASMs early, the anti-ship missiles. I really want that carrier group out of the way, because they're basically forming a barrier between my base and their territory. So sure enough, they're using those units the way that they should be used. But they do happen to be getting in my way. No, 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 AWACS. That's a bit too close, buddy. Now, I could hit these with a nuclear strike if I really had to. But I don't have any nuclear strikes available. Okay, research is done. ASMs. Next is going to be advanced ASMs, advanced anti-ship missiles. Increases the accuracy and improves the destructive effects of the missiles. Yes, please. The AWACS once again refueling and going back on station. Hello, gentlemen. Now I can launch these guys with ASMs. I'm not sure if they actually carry 30 anti-ship missiles per aircraft. That would seem like an excessively high amount, but it is possible, I suppose. Oh, and we can also research or produce the 10 megaton bomb, because my ally has researched that. What is my ally working on now? What are you guys working on? Advanced aircraft. I already have that, but I apparently didn't share that research with them. For some reason or another. I can also launch, or start research, into aircraft launch MRBMs, medium range ballistic missiles. This will allow my aircraft to just start nuking the place. But I do want to get back to researching stealth aircraft as well. Whoa. Enemy fighter destroyed. Okay, very good. The carrier is just holding to the southwest of Iceland. And judging by the icon, they're still using older aircraft. And they might not have upgraded their destroyers yet. Oh, hi. That was another fighter that came off of that aircraft carrier. Immediately gets nuked by the airbase. No. They still want to know the position of my nuclear assets. Negative. Not having that. Research, about a minute. Another fighter gets knocked down. And another. Once you have these improved fighters, I think they're F-15-ish. The F-4Fs the previous generation of aircraft, they just don't pose that much of a threat.
Research
Alright.
complete.
Advanced anti-ship missiles. Now it's time to launch a strike. I want to hit the destroyer. I'm going to send out a couple of fighters, because I am expecting a pretty hefty air response. I'm going to send out 2 of these guys to deal with the carrier, and 1 to deal with the other... Actually, 2 to deal with the other destroyer. That's all the bombers in the skies. Alright, let's slow it down some. Don't go too far over that airspace, because they will shoot your ass. Here we go, missiles away. And outside of the range from the destroyer, we start hitting their ships. The aircraft carrier is down to half health. And gone. And the entirety of their navy is now destroyed, or at least as far as I can tell. We might not have all of them dead, but that surely made an impression. Now, I can speed the production back up. And I don't want to do these things, nor do I want to have this many bombers, because I really didn't lose any. So, let's start with building a couple of 10 megaton bombs. These hit 10 times harder than the standard megaton bomb, and with that will do far more damage against the cities that I might want to hit. What else do I want to do? Yeah, let's just wait a bit and speed up production. How far can my aircraft reach?
Structure
Pretty
destroyed.
damn far. Airbase destroyed? Oh yeah. The Russians. The Russians are here. Damn. Okay, so I need to build another airbase. That's another 12 minutes down the toilet. That's the problem. I wasn't paying attention to the west flank. I was just focused very heavily on the east. Oh, hello, airbase. Shame if something happened to you. 2 bombers. Oh, hi. They're sending out what looks like 2 B-52 flight. 3 B-52. 4. We're going to deal with those things. Uh-oh. This bomber might not reach its target. No, it did. But it didn't destroy the objective. And now I only have 3 bombers left. I do want that airfield gone. But I don't quite... Oh, shit. Pull back. Pull back! You're too expensive to lose. Now, I did get a bunch more fighters. We got enough fighters here. Yeah, I just have a lot of fighters on standby. But I'm still blind on my western flank. Now, I do have a couple of 10 megaton bombs, so I guess it's time to send Europe my regards. And that's going to be London, Paris, and Berlin. Hello, Europe. Or shall I say, goodbye, London. This is 10 megaton bomb. That was 1.5 million dead. The other B-1B is getting attacked. This is the problem. I'm getting too close to that airfield. Paris, 1 million dead. Berlin is next, 3.4 million population current. Looks like the bombers didn't quite all make it back. That was a lot of casualties in Berlin. Oh, and it looks like the bomb was so big that it even took out the radar site next to it. 1.6 million dead. My score is already 402 points. Now, don't let this fool you. The AI will recover. They will strike back and they will do more damage. It is just going to take them a little bit of time. So don't be fooled by the AI. Oh, hi. More guys. That is a CV from Africa. Alright, ready the anti-ship missiles. We're going to strike 1, 2, and 2 more. And then have a, well, somewhat fighter escort. Looks like a really busy day between these 2 aircraft carrier groups. I'm hoping that this carrier from South America has shot down quite a few of the guys that came out of the carrier here. go. Their strike craft are also dropping. Here come my ASMs. That's 1 destroyer dead, 2 destroyers dead. And there goes the carrier. Carrier dead. And once again, the North Atlantic is mine. Now, let's speed this thing back up. I do have a few more bombs ready. The thing is, I'm not even sure if I want to fly over here. Flying to here is getting increasingly dangerous because they have fighters with a SAM site backed up. It might be safer to wait until I have stealth aircraft and then hit them. So let's speed it up. 6 minutes and 6 minutes till an airbase. I do want to have another airbase. Oh. Oh dear. That was the destruction of my airbase. And yeah, that's expensive. That means that this AWACS does not have a home anymore. Crap. I need those air bases back online, and I need them quick. Because I now only have 1 airbase standing by, and the rest of them are gone. The west one is gone, the northeast one's gone. And I'm not sure if it was a nuclear strike that hit me. Oh, Jesus, Mexico's been hit. Definitely a nuclear strike, albeit a relatively small one. I mean, it's not pretty, but it's not terrible. Although it did cost me some points. That might have been Europe's doing. Because Europe was quite a few points behind, and now they're back to minus 122. So I might have to send...
A city has been bombed.
Fuck that. I might have to send Europe some more good news. Oh, East Asia. East Asia's gaining points. There we go. Airbase back online. Send out the AWACS again. That's a South American destroyer. He's friendly. London seems to be pretty badly hit. 1.62 million. Oh, hello. So that's what you're throwing my way. That's gonna hit Mexico. Mexico City. Oh, it's gonna be pretty painful. That was 2.1 million dead. That came out of Russia. Now my bombers can hit that. But I do need to know where. So let's go and scout with the AWACS. It was not this thing. It was a missile silo. Vancouver's also getting hit. See, this is the problem with focusing on one particular strategy. You will find that the enemy can always do something against you. If you go missile heavy, so if you go full silos, then your silos can get hit. If you go air bases, your air base can get hit. If you go carriers, your carriers can be sunk. I currently have not invested a whole lot in the defense of the US. And I'm starting to pay the price. Because Europe's coming back in points, I'm losing points, and East Asia has gained some. My population's gone down to 89%. Europe's back to, or down to 80%. That's courtesy of having been hit quite a few times. But they are starting to strike back. There we go. The northern radar site's been destroyed. I don't know if they can see this AWACS. I'm not too eager to find out, because this is an expensive asset. But I do need to know where exactly. Oh, hello, radar site. I'm going to hit you. I do need to know where that missile silo is. Because I can just fly a bomber around here and hopefully penetrate their airspace. And then get that missile silo. Because I really don't want to get hit again.
A city has been bombed.
Ooh, New York. Almost 2 million dead. That was, I think, Europe. Europe. How dare you. I still have... No, I don't have any warheads in stock. I used to, and then they got destroyed. Shit. Enemy radar site has been destroyed. Good. That job's done over in northern Russia. Let's continue scouting out. Holy shit. Look at this. South America is attacking Europe with a lot of aircraft. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bombers. That's 2 airfields. They're currently going to be hitting Europe pretty damn hard. The thing is, it seems like they're using the smaller megaton bombs. Not the 10 tons. And Europe is still fighting back with standard fighters. Munich getting hit. Berlin is about to get hit. The thing is, with these nuclear strikes, you start to get diminishing results. By that, I mean you can continuously attack the same city, but the first strike might wipe out half the population. The next strike might wipe out, I don't know, another 25%. And then another 10%. So you're going to get less and less in the sense of rewards. No, I still don't want to share where my nuclear assets are, for fear of having you take them out. AWACS in the skies. There we are. The Russian Navy's still around. Well, oh shit! No! Okay. For a second there, I thought that was going to go directly for the airfield, but no, they hit Calgary. There's a SAM site. It's a bit risky, but I have to hit that SAM site to make sure that the AWACS can penetrate this airspace a bit better. And I still want to find that Russian Navy. I need to know where exactly I need to be striking with my anti-ship planes. This is a bit risky, but it has to be gone. There we go. They're returning fire, but missing entirely. Now they've hit. Oh crap, it didn't kill it. Oh no. Oh no. That's not what I was expecting. I'm going to have to hit it with overwhelming force. 3 bombers. That second AWACS is also coming back in. You see, I know where their airports are, but I don't know where that missile silo is. That's going to be your job. We scouted out all the way to here, more or less. Hold on a minute. Whoa! I'm losing a few too many bombers here. I don't like that at all. Maybe it's time to start building a destroyer of my own, so that I can just sail up to the coast and destroy that thing. Where is your missile silo, Russia? Hold on a minute. Oh dear. Vancouver hit. 190,000 dead. See, the AI is not as... well, I'm not going to say brain dead, but not as docile as you might think. There, 1.4 million dead in New York. My score is dropping. Tokyo hit 4.6 million. That was Pacific, engaging Eastern Asia. Perth's been hit, 63. Durban's been hit. It looks like somebody launched a strike plan. Now, I don't really know how I can easily hit these things. Maybe going for some... Whoa! You treacherous little shits. They have decided to turn against me. South America is no longer my friend. You little shits. That's really bad news, because they just destroyed my airbase over there. So now I'm going to destroy their aircraft carrier. And aircraft carriers are expensive assets. They take 8.5 minutes to build. And while it's not as long as a full airfield, they are, I find, a little easier to destroy. I need that AWACS back here. Because I'm expecting an airstrike. There we go. Here comes the airstrike. Set up an air wing. The first Lancer is going to hit the, I think, the destroyer over there. Destroyer dead.
A city has been bombed.
Any bomber's been destroyed. Yep, there's more destroyers here.
City has been bombed. Structure destroyed.
I am getting a pretty bad airstrike on me currently. So there seems to be quite a bit more that needs destroying. Cut that out. That bomber coming in with a megaton bomb is going to head straight for Toronto, and there's nothing I can do. I can shoot it down on the way out, but not before. Crap. Still though, if I'm able to destroy their bombers, they will not be able to get off another strike anytime soon. Right, this is where I'm going to leave it for the first episode. I started out strong, but I'm starting to get hit pretty bad. I believe my tech advantage can still be useful, and I'll start to focus more heavily on that. I have lost quite a decent amount of points here. I'm back to 14, so I'm still positive, but I've lost 34% of my population. South America, by contrast, has lost nothing. So it might be time that I build some more nukes and start to hit South America, because there are still some juicy cities to hit. More on that in tomorrow's video, which is going to be another episode of ICBM. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you can follow along with the next episode, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another bit of nuclear warfare.